It's time for a little garden update. It's July 21st, and you can see this thing is pretty filled out, right? Giving off lots of wonderful oxygen, taking a lot of nutrients from the soil. These onions are getting ready, getting close. That is exciting news. It's one thing that we haven't gotten yet that I've been really waiting for. Some onions. I didn't notice all these mushrooms growing in here. Interesting. So we won't talk about the herbs. There's a big old fat squash in there. Not too bad. We've had bigger ones, obviously, if you've watched enough of the videos, but it's amazing to walk out here. Next thing you know, boom, big squash. Big old squash. I saw one in there somewhere. So there's a little one growing in there. So we've been pretty much keeping up with the amount of squash that have been made and eating them. And of course our sunflower is really interesting. I've never really paid attention to these things, the way they look. Huh. So eventually, like I've said in other videos, we will get those sunflower seeds out of there. Tomatoes, tomatoes, tomatoes. Lots of tomatoes. My favorite tomatoes are the cherry tomatoes that we've been getting. That'd be something to crank out more of next year. Just not enough to go in the salads. I don't believe anybody's planting anything in here. Those are probably weeds, but eventually we're going to make use of this. It's supposed to be for the carrots. Cherry tomatoes. Looks like the wife could get down here and pick some of those. She doesn't let me pick anything, but we had our first ear of corn yesterday, folks. Oh my God, it was amazing. Down in Florida when we lived there, we had Zellwood corn, and it was incredible. And this is the closest thing I can say that I've had to it. I honestly wasn't expecting it to be that good, and lo and behold, it was good. So then the cucumbers. Let's see what do we have for cucumbers. She's been pickling and stuff, so I haven't had as many cucumbers to put in my salads, but they're all over the place, folks. I think next year we're going to cut down to there's a huge one down there. We're going to cut down to one cucumber plant, most likely. But there's your update down here. Let's go look at the cantaloupes and the melons, watermelon, see how it's doing. This one's down near the ground. This is going to be another thing of potatoes. We'll try to get some potatoes in before the year's up. Another round. So I had to do some cleaning out here. So we have our 5-gallon buckets. I can't remember what's what here. Maybe if you guys can tell, but mixture of cantaloupes and watermelons. Do not remember which one's which. These things are really starting to grow now. It's a good sign. This is what the strawberry tower looks like. We only ended up with, I think, 3 strawberries or 4 strawberries for the whole year. But these things are spread. So next year is going to be huge for strawberries, I believe. And then we got that plant. And then this one, this actually would have spread good if the towers weren't so tall. But everything else is just gone. So one last thing to check, folks. Let's go see our pumpkin. The pumpkins are kind of exposed to, unfortunately, the deer. And ooh, we may have lost one. I'm not really sure. Hopefully they haven't been gnawed on, but I thought that third one was bigger. So this will be 3 pumpkins eventually. Hey, thanks for checking out the video. Please like, please subscribe.